Can you believe it's only 40 days until Christmas? That is unbelievable. This year has flown by. Crazy. Anyway, we got asked recently for some recommendations for a winter campsite. So a campsite that's open all year round, and it got us thinking actually. We thought, I'm sure they're not the only person that is interested in somewhere to stay over the winter, so we thought we'd give you our list of the top 5 winter campsites. Here's number 1. So yeah, the first on our list is Wareham Forest Tourist Park. We first visited this actually back in 2017. It was the first video we ever did. Less said about that, the better really. It's quite cringeworthy looking back at it, so we won't look at that. But it's a fantastic campsite. We went in February. It's open all year round. The facilities are lovely. There's even a dog wash. There's a huge forest out the back, funny enough, Wareham Forest. We basically spent all our time walking the dog round there. It was really, really nice. Only some of the campsite is open, so the hard standing, that kind of thing, that's all open. The big fields, it's a lot bigger in the summer when it's all open, but yeah, there's a lot of fields that are grass pitches, so obviously they're not open, just to try and protect the grass, give it a bit of growth throughout the winter. But yeah, it's a really nice campsite. Like I say, you can walk for miles and miles all around Wareham Forest. You can go mountain biking around there. There's a lot of bike trails. Yeah, and the facilities, like I say, are lovely. Plenty of warm showers, warm water in the showers, and a nice warm dog wash, so Bentley liked that a lot. Yeah, well worth a visit. On the south coast, near Wareham, in Dorset, I believe. So yeah, check that one out. Number 2 on our list is Glenmore Campsite, just on the edge of Aviemore in the Scottish Highlands, the complete opposite end of the country. And it's a fantastic site. It's right by Loch Morlich, so you've got a beautiful, huge loch just at the foot of the Cairngorms, and it is great for any sports, sort of like paddleboarding, kayaking, all that kind of stuff. And there's even a really great beach all around that loch. So it's a lovely campsite. It's set in a forest again, and the pitches are probably not quite as orderly as Wareham Forest, but it's a lovely site. It's a really, really nice place. We went there earlier this year, and it was really nicely sheltered. The winds can obviously pick up really quite high in Scotland, and that's why we ended up there actually, because it was sheltered in the forest. But it was another nice site. Facilities wise, now we were actually there in the motorhome, so we didn't use the showers, I don't think, at that time. I think we used the facilities on the motorhome, but they were all nice and clean. One big facilities block in the middle. I can imagine during the summer it gets quite busy there, but yeah, it's again open all year, and something very different to Wareham Forest. It's a nice site, that is. Now, number 3 on our list is something very different again. This is a campsite that we absolutely fell in love with when we went to visit. It's just north of Brighton, and it's a campsite called Woo Woo Campsite. Now again, this is very, very different. It's huge fields all dotted around, and each pitch has its own fire pit, big benches all around, so great for if you go travelling in groups. If you've got sort of a couple of camper vans there and you all want to get around the campfire in the evening, it's brilliant. But the fields are really, really big. We went midweek in the summer, and it was just completely empty. We had like no one else in the field. It was absolutely amazing. The facilities are very different in this one. You have a main kind of toilet block right near the reception and the barn, and that was nice. It's got nice warm showers again. And then dotted around each field, there's a lot of huge fields that are on this site. Facilities that are dotted around each field are much more basic, so it's your basic toilet in a shed kind of thing. So very, very different. There's no electric hookup on this site, and the only caveat is that it is tents and camper vans only. But it's a great site again. The walks that you can do around the area are incredible. There's foresty areas, there's much more open fields. and you can, yeah, again, you can walk for miles. Because we were the only people there, we could just have the door open, and Bentley was off lead. For us, it was actually too hot when we went, but I've seen videos of people that have been in the middle of the winter where it's been completely frozen, and they've been the only people there again, and it is really, really nice. I think if you go midweek, you have a good chance of having the place to yourself. It's a lovely, lovely site. Well worth a visit. They also have a little shop with a few beers and ice creams. Not that you want that in the winter, I wouldn't have thought, but it's got all that kind of thing. There's even a barn that they've converted with table tennis table in and some sofas. There's a bit of a sort of a meeting point where, like I say, if you have a big group of you, it's a great site for that. You can all socialise and watch TV in the sort of meeting area. It's a lovely, lovely site. So well worth visiting Woo Woo Campsite. So number 4 on our list is Stonehenge Campsite. Now, we've been a couple of times to Stonehenge Campsite and we absolutely love it. It's really quirky, I think is the best way to describe it. Again, plenty of walks from the actual campsite. You can walk for miles. You can walk all the way to Stonehenge, and I think the vast majority, might be a few hundred metres or something, is near a road, but the vast majority of it is through fields. It's a good old walk across there. But if you don't want to go to Stonehenge, it doesn't matter. You know, you've got places to go. There's a pub nearby which you can walk to, which is dog friendly. Really, really good. The facilities are lovely. Interestingly, I think the female facilities are pretty much brand new. They're only built a couple of years ago maybe, and they are supposedly very, very nice. The men's facilities are a little bit older, but they're still good. Plenty of warm showers. You have to take a couple of 20p's just for the shower, but that's all donated to charity. There's even campervan, VW campervan only pitches, which is really, really nice and quirky. They do have some glamping pods there, which is cool. We had a good look around them in one of our earlier videos, and they were something very, very different. They were good fun actually, and each one is different. So some of them have like a little veranda, some of them are very, very small. Yeah, but it's good. They've also, in the summer, they have a summer kind of festival, which obviously isn't really relevant to a winter campsite video, but it just shows how kind of quirky this campsite is. It really does fit in with its location of being next to Stonehenge. I think there's even a bus stop just outside of the actual campsite, so you can nip into the local town if you need to. But yeah, there's plenty. Like I say, we've walked for miles from there, and it's well worth a visit. Again, open all year, so yeah, make sure you check that one out. It's really, really nice. Then finally, number 5 on our list. Now, this is one that you're going to have to be quite quick to get in there, I think. You've probably only got a year, really. So this is Crystal Palace Caravan Club Site. Now, don't worry if you're not a Caravan and Motorhome Club member, because they will still take non-members. You'll just pay a little bit more. So, as the name suggests, it's in Crystal Palace, so weirdly right in the heart of London, and it's great. It really is great, because you get into this campsite and it's just so quiet. You just don't realise that you're right in the middle of London. It's really, 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 really nice. It's a nice escape for when you have visited into the centre of London and you want to come back and just kind of chill and escape the hustle and bustle of city life. All you do is you jump on the bus from outside the entrance and it takes you all the way into sort of Trafalgar Square. It's great. It's a really different kind of holiday to the other ones on our list. Again, open all year. They have just had their lease extended. Now, it was due to shut at the end of December, but it's just been extended for another year. And this has happened a couple of times, so there is a possibility that it may keep happening. Fingers crossed it does keep happening, because it's a really, really cool site. You don't really have anything else like that in the heart of London that we've come across anyway. As with all the other campsites that we mentioned, the facilities are nice and warm, nice warm showers. With it being a caravan club site, it's exactly what you kind of expect from a caravan club site, but with the beauty of not having to be a member. So if you have a membership, then great, you'll pay less, but if not, you can still visit and take advantage of a city centre location where you can take your own bed with you. So yeah, very nice indeed. So that's just a quick mention of our top 5 winter campsites, open all year. Also visit them in the summer because they are great. But yeah, it just gives you an option that you may not have thought of for camping in the winter. Make sure you take your big duvet, because it sure does get cold obviously in the winter in the UK. But what I want to hear from you guys of some other possibilities, some other options of great winter campsites. So drop them in the comments below. And also, let's hear from you guys overseas as well. Some great suggestions in Europe or, well, anywhere, wherever you are. Some great winter campsites. And it just gives people that are watching this video, they can scroll through and they might find something that they've not seen before. As I said, with all of those sites, you don't have to be a member of any club. With the Glenmore Campsite, I think that's a camping and caravan site. So again, I think you get it a bit cheaper if you're a member, but you don't have to be a member. And also with Crystal Palace Caravan Club site, again, you don't have to be a member, you just get it a little bit cheaper if you are. But I hope that video has helped a few of you, and yeah, let me know your thoughts. I want to see some other places to go and visit this winter. So yeah, quick reminder, 40 days till Christmas. I'm going to go and do my Christmas shopping. Cheers!